So, it's that time of the year when a lot of people start to feel kind of icky, right? Headaches, runny noses, So how do you know when you're getting a cold or if it's allergies, Connie?
Well, it is kind of hard for people to tell the difference, right?
Well, how do you tell the difference?
Well, I can tell the difference because at my house, my family will sneeze like 12 times in a row, and then I know that's definitely allergies.
Well, how do you know if you're getting a cold?
For me, I really don't get colds.
Wow, well, that's true because I've actually gotten a little cold since we've been working together.
Yeah, you have.
And I'm always in denial.
And it's kind of all up here.
It always goes to my throat, right?
Does it really? Yeah.
Strained vocal cords. Every year it happens. Maybe I need to talk a little less. What do you think? Maybe.
And you opened the door and I could have just boom, but I didn't do it.
I know.
Yeah, no.
No comment, no comment, no comment. Anyways, a lot of you are weighing in our Smart Family 15 Facebook and Twitter pages. Like Blu-ray 22 PR says, allergies are mostly from the neck up. A cold hits you everywhere else. And the Real Jeeve says a cold equals runny noses, allergies equal runny noses and sneezing, like you, Connie, and your family, right? And Lachelle Morale, I define a cold by how my lungs feel. If my chest feels heavier, then I say I have a cold. And if I'm just sniffling and watery eyes, then I say my allergies are bothering me. Not scientific, but it works for me. So we want to know what you think. Log on to facebook.com/smartfamily15 or on Twitter @smartfamily15. You know we are always reading your comments right now, so log in and let's chat. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to come back to that.
We will. We have an interview with Dr. Lofermento, who's going to talk a little bit about the differences between colds and allergies.
Right.
And she'll join us in just a few minutes. But you know what?
Well, actually, I think the package is ready. Look at that. I think so. It is.
Every year it seems the air in Phoenix becomes a little tougher on our children. Years ago, people would actually move to Arizona because the dry, clean air was wonderful for allergy sufferers. But that's not the case today. So how do you know the difference between a cold and allergies in your child, and what can you do to make sure that this allergy season is a little easier? Well, joining us by Skype today is the author of the Simply Parenting series, pediatrician Dr. Marianne Lofermento. Good afternoon, Dr. Lofermento.
Hi, good afternoon out there.
Nice to see you. So, it's so hard for a parent to see your child suffering with itchy, puffy eyes and stuffy sinuses. How can you tell the difference between a cold and allergies in our children?
Well, the very simple answer is that, a cold is temporary and the allergies kind of hang around until the season's over or until, you kind of get away from whatever's causing the allergy.
So can allergies strike us at any time? In other words, if we're 7 and have never had allergies, can we still get them? And if we're 20, can we still get allergies?
It's a really great question. What a lot of people don't realize is that you can't have them when you're very, very young. You have to live through the seasons a bit and experience it and get the reaction in your body to react to the pollen. So the earliest you usually see it is about 4, and unfortunately you can develop them at any point in your life.
So what causes seasonal allergies for people? What should they be aware of?
It's our body saying, this thing is a foreign substance. This is pollen, this is ragweed, and my body doesn't like it, and it produces histamine, which then causes the whole reaction. All the itchy eyes, the sneezing, the coughing, it's all caused by the histamine release, which is just our body actually doing its job and keeping a foreign substance out.
Trying to sneeze it all out. So there are some over-the-counter medications, and they work fairly well, but how do we know when we should see an allergist?
Well, you can start with all the medications over the counter, the kind of non-drowsy Claritins and Zyrtecs that they have now. But if everything is not working, then you ask your doctor, is it time for me to go see somebody? Because a lot of children and adults can benefit from allergy shots if they truly suffer very greatly and regular medication is not helping to stop the symptoms.
And is that something you have to have once a day, once a week, once a month? How often would that shot happen?
Oh, the allergy shots are weekly, and a lot of kids develop a very nice relationship with the allergist and their staff. They come in weekly and they get their shots, and they're very simple, and the kids generally do well. It takes a few months for it to work, but most children will say, thank you. It really made a difference when I'm playing my sports or when I'm going outside.
Yeah, huge difference. So what else can we do besides that, just in the home, to make sure that we can stay kind of allergy free?
Well, let's keep the pollen out. When your kids come in from playing outside, literally you kind of shower them off. Have them go into the shower, put their clothing in the laundry basket, have them wash their hair and their face to get the pollen off. And I bet you they will sleep better now that you've gotten the pollen from the outside out of the inside of your home.
Very good advice. Dr. Marianne Lofermento, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Well, let's take a look at some of the comments out there, because we have been talking about cold and allergies on the internet as well. And Tammy Womack, painter, just writes to us a few minutes ago on the Smart Family 15 page. The neti pot works great, she says, and since I have year-round allergies, I'm a faithful user of Zyrtec D. And Robin L. Ormandy says, I'm wondering if I stay away from milk products and gluten, if that would work. I like milk too. So let's see what happens with that. Cut one out and then see if you see a difference there. And while a lot of people say vitamin C and zinc may be good for colds, doctors say the very best defense is really washing your hands frequently. Daphne.